Ani Kenawea. Hello everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. Bindige. Welcome. Bienvenue to Science North. Matthew Indigenous. My name is Matthew. Je m'appelle Matthew. I'm a blue coat at Science North in Nshwaakamak, Sudbury, Ontario, situated on the traditional and ancestral lands of the Atikameksheng and Anishinaabe and the Wanapitei First Nation. I want to say Miigwech. Thank you, merci for joining us on our journey in exploring Indigenous ingenuity, timeless inventions, Génie autochtone and Aventure interactive, presented by Science North and Indigenous Tourism Ontario. Since time immemorial, Anishinaabe Gikindazwin and other Indigenous knowledge systems have demonstrated deeply rooted connections to the land. The technologies and techniques inspired through observation and meaningful participation with the natural world. This exhibit will provide a glimpse into the world of Indigenous ingenuity, as well as Indigenous people's ongoing contributions to science. Before we begin, let's get equipped with an RFID bracelet. It'll log our journey through the exhibit. Ambe, let's go. C'est parti. Have you ever gone fishing? This exhibit is all about demonstrating the way in which Inuit people have developed the use of the harpoon as one of their methods for catching fish and other large marine mammals. As you'll see, it can be a real challenge. Carefully crafted tools such as harpoons are left behind on the riverbank to be used by other fishermen in the area and benefits the whole community. Our harpoon today is in the form of a leister. The leister is a type of thrusting harpoon with a three-pronged head where the external prongs are barbed in order to pierce and secure the fish. Let's give it a shot and see how many fish I can catch. If you're ready, I'm going to activate the challenge using the RFID bracelet. To make this easier, you'll have to make sure that when you strike the salmon, strike it in the center and hold down the harpoon. Got one, great. Another one, that's awesome. This is really hard. Perfect. Another one. Oh, let's go. Oh, we did it. Wow. Harpoon fishing can be really challenging, and we hope to welcome you soon to Science North to experience Indigenous ingenuity, timeless inventions, and see if you can catch more digital salmon than I did. Miigwech Kenawea, Bama Pi Minwa Kawab Min. Until later, see you again. This looks interesting, doesn't it? It looks like it's to teach us about animal tracking. By studying local resources, Indigenous people have developed different techniques and tools to help capture and hunt for their food. The first step is to understand our deep connections to our other than human kin, the animals. We must learn to respect them as they are an integral part of our ecosystems. They not only provide us with food and clothing, but also lessons about the natural world. Let's now learn how to identify different animals by their tracks. Here, we have 4 different sets of tracks that lead to a square. The goal is to match these blocks to the correct prints. Let's try it out. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, I got a duck here. I know it has webbed feet. I think this may be it. Let's see. Oh, I got it. Nice. Okay, let's try another one. Let's try, the hare. So this one, I know that they're really fast. I think it has these really big paws to jump off of. I got that one too. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, the otter. I don't know as much about the otter. Oh, it actually gives us some ideas and some tips here. Well, that's interesting. In the observation here, it says, the otter swims in lakes and rivers where it feeds on fish. So it's a swimmer. So it must have a bit of webbed feet. Maybe it's this one. Oh, no, I don't know if I got it. Well, it was a good try. I'll keep going. Oh, there's another one over there with maybe. Looked like a little bit of webbed feet. Oh, nice. Well, that's exciting. Just learned something. Wow. Tracking animals is a lot of fun. Now, just because you may not be here at Science North to try this, don't forget that you can get outside and try to discover the animal tracks in your area. Just to give you a hint, it is easiest during the winter months with the snow, or times after it rains where the ground is soft. We hope to welcome you soon to Science North to experience Indigenous ingenuity, timeless inventions, and to test your newfound knowledge of animal tracking. Thank you very much, everyone. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. Bamapi minwa kawab min. Until later, see you soon. Welcome to our exhibit on the Mitigwap, archery with a bow and arrow. Hopefully you've had the opportunity to watch our segment on tracking smaller animals, as this exhibit shows one of the ways that is used to hunt larger prey. There are many different types and styles of bows found across Turtle Island, and these will vary depending on the region they are situated, the culture, and the forms of prey they hunt for. Not only do Mitigwaps demonstrate a reflection of the unique culture of each people, but there is some great physics to be learned from them. A bow uses something called elastic potential energy. And in physics, this means that an object with elasticity can reassume its initial shape after being changed. Take a look at this bow and see how it goes back to its original shape once bent. Another cool aspect of this technology are the arrows. The feathers at the end of the arrow, which make up the fletching, help to keep the arrow from going off course. Short feathers offer less resistance to air and allow the arrow to travel farther, while longer feathers provide greater accuracy. Now let's give this a try and see how much prey I can catch. All right, let's see how I can do. Well, that's not easy. Let's try it again. Oh, just missed. So close. Got one, great. I feel like I'm getting a little better. Oh, careful. Do not kill animals during the breeding season. Even today, hunting bylaws forbid it. Oh, that's a really good lesson. That is not that easy. And it seems as though there's way more to hunting than just learning to use the Mitigwap. Learning to live respectfully on the land not only requires you to be a good shot, but also you need to have an understanding of these animals' unique natural cycles, as you do not want to negatively affect their population. It's amazing also how physics plays such a big role in archery. Who'd have thought? We hope to welcome you soon to Science North to experience Indigenous ingenuity, timeless inventions, and see if you can catch more digital prey than I did. Miigwech Kenawea, Bama Pi, Minwa, Kawab Min. Thank you very much, everyone. Until later, see you soon. Climate tactics, Indigenous ingenuity to fight climate change. Climate change and its impacts are also an important part of this exhibit. Innovative Indigenous initiatives projects can be seen throughout. 26 adaptations to climate change from Indigenous communities across Canada were selected and are presented through a series of videos and texts. Climate change poses many threats, not only to humanity, but also to the balance of our natural world. It also has great impacts on the traditional lifeways for Indigenous communities, most notably those in the far north. To speak on this, we have Sam Hunter, a guide and a hunter of Waynusk First Nation, with a message about how climate change is directly affecting his community. Thankfully, Indigenous knowledge systems are adaptive and resilient.
About 40 years ago, when I was a young man, maybe 9, 8 years old, we couldn't go out to the bay from where we were living, which was about 2 miles, I guess. And then there used to be a lot of bog. You would go almost down to your knees to go there. But now you can walk there with running shoes. It's really, really dry. And I think what's happening is that the permafrost all melting under the ground, and the water's kind of like going under or moving somewhere. There's been a lot of ice decay too on the riverbanks. There's a lot of landslides. They're very noticeable, especially the last 5, 10 years. They call it ice decay. Basically, it was just frost under the ground that's been there for thousands of years since the last ice age, but it's been melting recently pretty fast. And with that happening, the ice that's holding the silt or the earth is melting, and it's just like falling apart, cracking, and something's changing. There's the climate's getting warmer. We used to have deep freeze by first week of November. When I was in my early teens, you could take a skidoo and everything would be frozen over, even the river. And this past year, it froze up between Christmas and New Year's. That's like a month and a half difference. Something is happening. I think for scientists to get the true picture of what's happening up here, they have to be here every year or maybe even live here. Those kind of changes, I think, change the environment. It happens quick. Like some people say, getting an ice age doesn't happen in years. It can happen overnight. Because what I've seen in my life sort of happened really fast. One of the things I would like to say to the scientists and biologists is to work with people, because they bring people from the south who have no knowledge of the animals or even the vegetation that we see changes with, so they can collaborate and take notes and understand more of what the people understand. I think it's really important that they understand what we have seen.
As you can see, Sam and his community are doing amazing work in the high north. I wonder how we can be change agents in our community. As a challenge, I want you to go and find out how you can live a more sustainable life. Talk to your friends, your teachers, your parents. We hope to welcome you soon to Science North to experience Indigenous ingenuity, timeless inventions. Miigwech Kenawea, Bama Pi, Minwa Kawabmin. Thank you very much, everyone. Until later, see you soon.